Oh my god, Lord, please help me. Why did I have to do this, bruh? Why did I have to do this? Okay, I watched a video of Kratos versus Azura. Kratos beat Azura, like, obviously. What did you think was gonna happen? Then I went and watched a video of Master Chief, not Master Chief, Doom Guy versus Master Chief. Doom Guy versus Master Chief. Doom Guy smoked Master Chief. I never knew that character before. I never knew he was that overpowered, but that is what would actually happen if you gave Kratos a gun. That's what Doom Guy is. He might even be worse. And now Kratos versus Doomslayer. My boy cooked. Why did I have to do this? I couldn't just think about it myself. Just animate it. Even if it's like stick people, just animate it in my brain and then give Kratos the edge and make him win. Like, just let it go. I had to react to it. Oh my god, Kratos is cooked. I think I would have lived a happy life if I didn't watch this video, but yeah, we are gonna watch this video. Kratos. Why Kratos versus Doomslayer isn't close? Oh my god. Oh. I'm going mad. Okay, stop yapping. React.
Within the world of versus battles, one of the most commonly debated topics in the gaming community is who would win between the three God Slayers. Dante from Devil May Cry, who deadass looks like Clyde, Kratos, the Ghost of Sparta, and Doom Guy, the Slayer of Demons. In this particular video, however,
I've seen a video of that Dante guy and Kratos fighting. It was a beautiful clip. I don't know if y'all want me to react to it on the channel. I think I wanna do it. It wasn't like a comparison, it was just straight up fight. It was beautiful.
We will be focusing on the last two. With God of War Ragnarok releasing last year, it's definitely made the debate more spicy and interesting. So, without further ado, if these two were to roll up to each other, who would fade the other one out? Who is stronger, faster, smarter, more experienced, and more of an absolute, no-holds-barred savage?
Kratos.
I decided to analyze the lore, statements, and feats to answer this question. By the way, please be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more versus battles or other nerd stuff like that down the line, and help your boy get to 200k.
I'm a nerd,
First and
but
foremost,
not that big of a nerd.
The Doomslayer, who has had an innumerable amount of experience in killing demons, as he's been fighting since the first age, since the first battle in Hell, a realm that is unlimited by time, dimensions, or space, and transcends Urdak, which is higher dimensional than the standard.
Bound by the force of chaos, Hell is unlimited by boundaries of space, time, or dimensions. Hell itself is a living thing, an entity possessing certain undeniable. Bruh, why do they keep coming up with these funny words? Undeniable. Who came up with that? I wanna slap that person. Undeniable sentience, an inverse image of a living world. Hell drives on the destruction of life. The greater the pain and the suffering it inflicts into our world, Hell has been ruled by an ancient order of evil, 6 sovereign chapters of... Then he just cuts off. What, bruh? What are you doing? Okay.
And transcends Urdak.
The demons that reached Red Arrow and Dread have corrupted one's holy realm and threaten to use the higher dimension as a new pathway for conquests. If they are not banished, all of existence is at risk. To stop them, the Slayer must now journey to find the Surfrime, a mysterious figure from his past whose whereabouts until now have remained unknown. Only he can guide the Slayer to the one being capable of sealing Urdak back off from the demons once again.
Which is higher dimensional than the standard universe and is labeled as a 6th dimension by the UAC, making Hell at least 7th dimensional. This means that hundreds, thousands, and hell, even billions of years wouldn't even begin to describe the amount of time that the Doom Guy has been fighting for.
Dang.
After kicking the Cyber Demon's ass and blasting the Spider Mastermind away in Doom 2016, few people expected that his next opponents would be literal gods.
Dang.
From killing the Con Maker, an extra-dimensional angel, to usurping the Icon of Sin whose mere presence would have spawned in universe.
That's the flippin' Icon of Sin! Bro, that thing is beautiful. I need to play Doom Guy in my life, bro. I need to play it in my life. I'm gonna start with Doom 2016. Anything further than that? Oh, hell no. I've had my experience playing 2-pixel games. I'm a God of War pro, bruh. I'm not gonna be shut on by a 2-pixel game.
Universe-eating black hole. His next opponent in the Ancient Gods DLC was none other than Samu or Maker, aka
the
Samuel
Maker.
Hayden. This is crazy because Samur, who is a seraph,
the very first creation molded from the void in Underk, surfers are bound to the Father's will. The angelic creatures helped build the Father's works, assists his research, and once winged through creation to do the Father's bidding. After the Battle of Isongcast, the Father stripped them of their wings. Dang.
Are stated in the lore
so
to have
mean?
flown through creation and that they can deadass move through time and space and govern over countless timelines, which is consistently stated. This means that the Doomslayer easily has immeasurable levels of speed for keeping up with him, which is movement beyond time. Basically, this level of speed is so insane because even if you could move in zero time, move through an infinite space in finite time, or move a trillion of times the speed of light, you would not be able to keep up with this mofo.
Nah,
what I'm
he
saying
lying.
is,
Bruh, he lying. Yeah, the Doom guy got stamina and all, but speed of light and you can't keep up with him. I mean, I've seen this guy go into flash mode in the last video. God damn it. I don't think Kratos has ever done that. But actually, he did do that with the boots of Hermes. We might not have seen a flash mode type speed, but he was looking first person perspective flash mode type speed.
the Doomslayer is right up there with Xeno Goku and Thor in terms of speed tier.
In terms of speed tier, is there with Thor. Bruh, Thor have never done anything speed, bruh. Yeah, he flies. He flies as fast as Superman. Yeah, I've never seen him do any flash type speed thing. Doom guy is definitely faster than Thor. I don't know about that other Goku guy. I don't really watch that. Probably should watch that Goku anime. But yeah, Thor, no, I love you, guy. I love you, Thor, but no. And I don't love you like that. Don't be sus.
Yeah, going by game mechanics, Doomslayer's speed may not seem that impressive at first glance, but going by the lore, he should be that fast. Especially when you consider the fact that his next contender was Davoth, the Dark Lord who created Jakad, the original name for Hell, which as I said is unlimited by dimensionality and space-time, meaning that the Doomslayer is at least complex multiversal, but arguably hyperversal, depending on how you want to interpret the statement. But I think him being multiversal is the absolute lowest you can place him. It just wouldn't really make sense to see him being any lower. I mean, if you're harming and killing the literal god that created everything, including Hell, which is only an extension of him, it is fair to say that destroying a planet or an universe is nothing to the Doom guy. The Doomslayer has insane weaponry that he empowers with his own life force, such as a slicing and cool-sounding ballista, the devastating chain gun, the green ball of death firing BFG, and of course his Crucible.
Yeah, any of y'all who are thinking the BFG is called the Big Friendly Giant? No, it's called the Big Fucking Gun. I also just learned that in the previous video. Also, this guy has got some very beautiful weapons. The reason why I know I'm gonna enjoy this first-person perspective type game so much is because I've played Crisis. That was my childhood game. I loved it. And this guy's armor kinda has similar stuff to Crisis. Invisibility, apparently, yeah, also bulletproof and stuff like that.
Which can kill beings like the Icon of Sin, and his Sentinel Hammer, which could damage the Dark Lord. And of course, he has his massively durable Praetor suit, which no demon could scratch. The Unrelenting Demon Killer also has an interesting nature because after he was blessed by the Divinity Machine, he became a constant that was present in every
a dedicated portion of Vega's simulation matrix Observe. Vega is its AI system. It's designed for hacking and stuff and also opens portals to hell. That's a badass name. Records and analyzes these dimensions abnormality.
No.
Abnormalities.
No.
Abnormal.
No.
Abnormalities.
No.
Abnormalities. As Vega attempts to comprehend their meaning, processing a veritable kaleidoscope of hyperfluxual phenomena. These people are testing my intelligence. I swear to God, I'm gonna murder somebody. Phenomenon. Vega observed what may very well be the result of a multiverse implosion inwards upon itself, where countless battles are fought between the Doomslayer and the Demon King. Okay.
Infinite timeline in the multiverse, one that was seemingly fated to end the Maker's reign. In which case, you can argue that the Doomslayer has some kind of fate manipulation by merely existing. As for Kratos, he's had many impressive feats through his centuries-long ascendance from a general, a demigod, to a full-fledged god of war, to becoming a father once again. From overpowering Atlas to lift the pillar of creation which holds the Greek multiverse, to countering Hades' soul absorption, to abusing the Greek speedster Hermes, who is so fast that he can dodge Helios' light, which can illuminate the infinite underworld. Kratos has done.
What is he talking about? Hermes is not the one with the light, it's Helios. Wait, let me just go back a little bit and hear what this nigga was saying.
To abusing the Greek speedster Hermes, who is so fast that he can dodge Helios's light, which can illuminate the infinite under.
I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought he was saying Hermes' light is so bright to illuminate hell. I wasn't listening. Yeah, so that's what I was saying. The boots of Hermes are so fast that he can actually outrun the light of Helios. And the light of Helios is basically light speed. They are comparing Doom speed to Thor speed. Bruh, Thor cannot outrun the light speed. So he's cooked.
The infinite underworld. Kratos has done a lot of crazy things in the Greek universe. And speaking of that speed feat, this means that Kratos, even way before reaching his peak in God of War 3, already had infinite levels of speed, but he very likely has inaccessible levels of speed, being that even far weaker beings like the Primordials were able to fight in a space outside of time, which can be argued to—
Did this guy just say far weaker beings? Weaker beings like he called the immortals weaker beings? Bruh! Who are you comparing them to? Azura? Azura dead.
Being immeasurable speed as well. And of course, who can forget his iconic battle with Zeus, who had to be defeated through the literal concept of hope. Kratos is implied to have lost most of his powers after leaving the Greek lands, which to this day stirs up debates on who is stronger between his younger and older self. But in this video,
I've been watching so many videos of which is stronger, the younger or the older self. Well, technically the older self is the more powerful one. He might have lost all his Greek powers and stuff, but the guy just don't know when to die. You see, back in God of War 3, he was just dying like anybody's business. He dies, goes to hell, climbs out of hell. I'm not saying it's not impressive. It is impressive and all, but yeah. My guy flipped the temple, which has the weight of the whole world, I think.
We're gonna give him his Greek powers and gear nonetheless. During the events of God of War Ragnarok, Kratos, even while holding back, was able to brawl with the serious Thor, whose casual Mjolnir strikes in his battle with the World Serpent was able to splinter Yggdrasil, which transcends space and time, stretches out infinitely, and has countless timelines.
That's the tree I'm talking about.
A 5D.
Deep in the bowels of Midgard, the mysterious Norns seek to guide the red arrow of the world. They gaze into the well of fate, Ura, which reveals endless future possibilities, allowing them to play out many timelines of events. They hope to find a path through the coming destruction. Within the well's deep waters, the Norns seek endless combinations of heroes, villains, battles, victories, and defeat. Which choices will allow Midgard to survive? Will any?
Feat. He'd also scale from Odin, who created the realms by using Ymir's body, and Ragnarok, who shook the tree to its very roots.
Yeah.
Kratos has amazing utilities like the Golden Fleece, which can repel attacks, the Amulet of Ouroboros, which can slow down time, Icarus's wings, which allow him to fly,
he doesn't have it anymore, but
which allows
anyways,
him to suck out souls,
yeah,
the Boots of Hermes, which makes him fast AF, and of course, the majestic and iconic Blades of Chaos that surpass the level.
Yeah, I was saying he doesn't have any of that because he did say that Kratos, the older version who did all that stuff. So, which means he's comparing both of them, the older and the young version, combined together. All those powers together, which is obviously the right way to do it anyway. Why am I talking? Doom guy is cooked!
Leviathan Axe, which is capable of matching the tree splintering Mjolnir. Like the Doomslayer, Kratos has a similar nature as even the Sisters of Fate, who govern the destinies of gods and mortals alike, were unable to make the marked warrior lose. And as long as hope exists, he will always come back, granting him conceptual and abstract existence, which is pretty crazy. Now, when it comes to the straight up attack potency and durability, I'd have to give it to the Doomslayer due to the cosmology of the Doom multiverse.
What?
When it comes to speed, they're quite comparable since both of them fight beings that are beyond or outside time-space, and although both characters receive huge amps throughout their stories, the Doomslayer is the only one who directly gets stronger from every foe he's vanquished, arguably giving him higher speed as well. And after all, he has killed way more ops than Kratos has. You can also say that the Doomslayer has superior speed automatically due to fighting higher dimensional beings.
Superior speed my ass. He's as fast as Thor flying, that's what they say. They're comparing him to Thor, bruh. Hermes is faster than Thor, obviously. Like I said, don't let me explain to you the same thing over and over again.
In terms of stamina, both are quite comparable at first glance, since Kratos would scale from the Primordials, who fought a war for eternity before time even existed. But I still give it to the Doomslayer because he has battled for quote-unquote eons in hell, which is pretty crazy. In terms of skill, I could see arguments being made for Kratos due to him becoming a general at a young age, I'd still give
Stamina, I'll give it to Doomslayer. Yes, he's been fighting for eons and stuff. Speed, I give it to Kratos. What is he yapping about giving it to Doom? Did he give it to Doom? I think he said it was an even type thing. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I give it to Kratos.
the slight edge to the Doomslayer, due to him being well renowned even amongst the elites of the Night Sentinels, which likely have even more experience than Kratos if they've been fighting in a realm that is beyond time. Although the Doomslayer
Kratos doesn't need skill, my guy. He evolves, he adapts right there in the moment. What is this guy? Yep. This guy's trying to make me lose, bruh. He's trying to make me lose. That's what he's doing.
has several advantages, he does come to a roadblock when you consider Kratos' conceptual nature. After all, the Doomslayer has no conceptual attacks, so even if he could hurt Kratos, he would be unable to kill him permanently unless you think higher dimensional existence and raw power can automatically extinguish concepts from a lower dimensional scale. The Doomslayer also has no high-level resistance to the soul-snatching claws of Hades, unless you wanted to argue that because of cosmology and raw power, he would just negate the attack. He has resisted attacks from enemies that can destroy an opponent's soul, but to compare an armor baron of hell's like attacks to Hades' soul absorption is kind of wild in my opinion. So there is one possible win con for Kratos there. You could also argue that Kratos could siphon the life energy from the Doomslayer with the Blade of Olympus and amp himself up mid-battle to have a better chance, but that brings to question if the blade could even...
My guy said siphon up the strength from Doomslayer to have a better chance, not to win, to have a better... What is this guy talking about? What is this guy talking about? Hey, my friend. Yeah. You're welcome. No need to thank me.
Break through his armor to begin with, if not overload due to Doomslayer's insane power.
If Kratos lose, I'm reporting your channel, bruh.
I have seen people argue that since Kratos killed Thanatos, who exists outside of time, this would make him out-reversal. However, being outside of time doesn't automatically mean a character is out-reversal, since they must transcend space-time to an uncountably infinite level, or be outside of dimensionality altogether to get there.
Okay, so now you are a space professor now. Explaining space things, you're now a professor of space.
There's also interesting arguments you could make to amp up Kratos even more, since it's implied that PlayStation All-Stars and or Mortal Kombat are canon to Kratos' journey.
Oh, yeah.
Generally though, I'd have to give the win more times than not to the Doomslayer, due to an overwhelming advantage in raw power, durability, and speed. Not to mention stamina, combat experience...
Raw power, I give them even. It takes a shit ton of raw power to actually defeat a titan. Yes, I'm talking about Kratos defeating Kronos and all the other titans. And the demons from Doomslayer, they just look like gigantic meat bags. But titans, that's a whole different game, bruh. Strength, I give it to Kratos. Okay, the raw power, I give it to Kratos. The speed, I give it to Kratos. You don't have to be as old as a fossil to have skills. If your mind is making sure you can get skills immediately. Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be hating on me in the comments, but it's fine.
Experience, range, and firepower. Now, if they had equalized stats, that'd certainly be more of a toss-up.
Yeah,
and
he has
that would
range.
be a lot more interesting for sure. But yeah, what did you think of the verdict? Do you agree? Who do you think wins? Please let me know, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.
Me personally, I don't know. I wanna play this game actually. Guy, I'm gonna play this game. I wanna know for myself. Because this guy is yapping about some funny stuff. 1 minute he's ranking this guy as the fastest guy. Next minute he's explaining to me how the cosmos or space work. I don't know. I'm gonna give you back your like. The video was interesting. I'm gonna play this game because this guy looks overpowered, bro. I need to see this. I need to flip and see this. Doom 2016 and then the one after that, I think it was Eternal, and then the one that's coming out. I'm definitely playing that. So basically what he's saying is Kratos is cooked.
Baby, relax.